Okay. Everything should be set up. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Check. It's up. Nice. There we go. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to some epic Genshin Impact. Some Genshin Impact today. Ah, yay. I genuinely am pretty excited though about this one. So I'm ready to get into it. All I will say is I very much hope it is Furina time, because I've been waiting and saving patiently for months and months for Furina. So I can guarantee her, right? I'm not super planning on going for idle ones for any character, really. If we get lucky, then cool. Sure, why not? But anyway, that's a little too blue. Let's hint of blue. There we go. That's a full blue, hint of blue. I mean, I don't know, it's full white. I mean, that's again, that's a little too much. A little too much blue. There we go. But yeah. Anyway, let's get right into it. Audio should be good, but I'll take a look.
Though it appears that you've managed to win over part of the crowd.
Maybe a little bit higher.
Your testimony doesn't add up.
Hey, Furina. Yeah?
You can be rest assured
Furina.
that I,
the Barat,
Furina, the god of justice,
will
get to the bottom of this matter. No detail shall escape me. Yes.
Really?
That sounds perfect. A god must be firm.
She's practicing, you know,
not allow
an actor
to slip
on the stage.
My dear citizens.
Yeah, that is a good point. She basically is being an actor. She's acting as a god.
Of mere mortals. So too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now what's next? It's so
This is
hard
pretty
to
cute.
predict how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Furina.
Hey, Nouvellette.
What are you doing?
Oh, Nouvellette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should
As the
remain
cosplayer
informed of
of
every
the god of
trial and make
justice.
the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed? If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Valmeron in advance.
According to the
Trailer
judgment
time.
of the Oratrice
Via
Benedicta
child.
the Hydro Archon to be punished by the death sentence.
Furina? Uh-oh.
You and I both know
she was
that there
crying.
may be issues with the primordial sea.
Okay.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water
knave.
didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Crying all
Gods
alone
be all-powerful?
on her throne.
What's done is done. Just trust me. You're Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
There we go. Yeah, she was crying all alone. The Oratrice. Death sentence. I think there's a lot going on here. Also, what? Outfit? Look at our little guys.
What's the news?
Interesting. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go back in this. Because I think I saw that outfit change. Right? So I'll have to look at that when we go back. See if it did change from white to black, like a color swap.
Too close to any
Hey,
water.
Navia.
It's strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Did not get dunked?
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesized will be fulfilled. Furina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice.
This judgment is fair and just.
What is the meaning you would call
You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Why should we acknowledge it?
Uses.
Why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
We're just a This isn't right.
The trial of the Hydro Archon.
Need to remember
The Lord will now
this trial is
I
That
now
was like the
understand
guillotine
true
fall.
purpose behind this position.
Oh. There's the big whale.
A devious one. Fusalo.
Oh, and there's child fighting the whale?
Everyone's
Is this new boss? New weekly boss? That is a fucking crazy weekly boss, so that's it. Fuck, man. Prophecy you should travel bit. Is now in full swing.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Masquerade of the Guilty. Oh, that is a crazy trailer. We need to go back through that at the end. Like, there's so much in there. I've seen a name on Twitter, which leads me to believe that the character we saw, who we didn't know, you know. So I'm just sort of going, that might be that character. But when I first saw the design, I was like, oh, is this like an AU Sealy? Right? Kind of how they've done before in Star Rail and Genshin before and other stuff, and it's like, maybe? And again, I've seen a name on Twitter trending. So that's probably the character, but I don't want to make any assumptions. But yeah, that's crazy. We have to go back through that and go through some stuff frame by frame for sure. That's nuts.
4.2 special program. Woo! Yay! I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Furina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today.
Yeah.
Travelers
Can't wait to
met
get
the Hydro
Furina.
Archon at the
Hopefully
start
she's
of
first
their
half, so I
journey
can get her in,
Fontaine.
what, 3 days,
And
2
as the
days,
story
however many
continues,
days? Hell yeah.
How will this special god avert the crisis foretold
Yeah, the
in
special
the
god.
prophecy? Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to see
But
what
yeah,
happens
no, it
next.
definitely seems
I mean, I
complex.
sure am.
And like seeing here,
at the edge
the
of my
different
seat.
like
My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Neverlet,
the different
dragon sovereign
parts
of
of
water
Furina,
and Lex
right?
of Fontaine. I'm
or
sure many of you already consider
attitudes,
Neverlet
emotions,
a very
emotions I'll
trustworthy
call
partner,
them.
and I hope you look forward to seeing
It's
more of
interesting.
him in version 4.2.
Yes,
Different
for sure.
roles
Totally.
and different
Yep.
acting
Okay,
that she has to
so
play.
next, let's dive into the
Acting she
major
has to do
content
for
that
the
we have
different
coming
roles?
in version 4.2.
Major content, yeah.
In the intro, Furina said we need to make an appointment with Sir Intendant
Chevron
Cheval Moran.
Moran.
So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty
Celebrity.
big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Furina's recent plans.
Furina's recent plans, let me guess, she's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then
Yeah.
another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item.
Okay.
Oh, looks like Ray called
Epic
it.
feast and watch the trial
Ah.
unfold.
There is nothing more important to Furina than attending trials at the Opera House. But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Act 5.
Ooh,
My right.
interesting.
Are they using the text from? Oh, that's fun because that's been a detail in the game for a very long time. If they're using the text from the forgetting what they're called, but from the Hydro, like, max level stone. Ideals have no stands. Correct you. People here bear no sins in the eyes of the gods. Only laws and the tribunal can judge someone. They can judge even me, so praise my magnificence and purity. No sins in the eyes of the gods.
No, I know. I keep
The
looking
water
at the water
rushing
rushing
in.
in. I'm like, what's happening?
Yes, it looks like there's some spotlights and like is like a curtain.
And the eye that's different than the other,
like,
right? The weird eye being
Maybe
closed
also
in like a
Livellette
wink.
is keeping an eye on things from behind the scenes, maybe.
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
Fair. Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll
pretty
team up
big.
with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
The big old whale.
I know.
That seems like the weekly
Swirling
boss, so
Very
seems very
spooky.
cool. Spoopy?
Right? So, you know, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in
Yeah,
our
a
journey
nation
to
being
that.
destroyed is pretty bad.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising
Well, you know,
primordial sea.
maybe everyone can be brought
Livellette
back.
barely arrived
Maybe
in
they're
time
not
to
all
hold back
dead,
the
you know?
seawater from
Maybe
engulfing the
they
fortress
don't
of
die.
Derapy, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Yeah.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula. Though, we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the Knave either. Whatever her end goal may be,
Okay,
it
so
seems
this
like
is
she
probably
sincerely wants to save
spoilers
Fontaine
for
from
like
prophecy.
companion or
But
character
there's only
quests
so
in
much that
Genshin.
we can say.
But
Travelers will have to go
yeah.
and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and
or maybe they're
stories
just
to come.
teasing some stuff.
Yes,
But yeah, I need to catch up.
So be sure
with
to
some
play
stuff.
through, uncover
I need to
hidden
do the character
truths,
quests
and
in
witness
Genshin,
this epic
main story
chapter
and companion
of
quests.
Fontaine's history for yourself.
Blah, blah,
when
blah, blah.
Act 5 of the Archon
Start
quest
off.
becomes available.
Got it.
Sounds good.
So
Yep.
right?
Oh, that's happening so
Hey,
soon.
question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Derapy?
Child.
Oh, yeah. You mean Child?
Yeah. Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
And he escaped.
I guess we'll just
somewhere.
have to live with the suspense
And we
for
saw
a
him
little
fighting
longer.
the whale.
Not
I think in
ideal,
that
but
animation.
it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But we really need to talk about Furina.
Yeah.
She's confronted with a
She's confronted with
because
that.
she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help.
Yeah,
but
we'll
what
save the
choices
day,
will our
right,
Hydro Archon
guys?
make in the face of the crisis?
Maybe.
Well, just like the prophecy
Uh-huh.
Itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Furina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed. No way.
Come on, guys, have some faith.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Furina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind
There we
Archon.
go. Yes, please do.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned
Final
and
applause
at a loss
sounds.
for words. Understandable. It is I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Furina. I'm on a very tight schedule,
Her little
so you're lucky
guys.
to even get an appointment with me. Oh my gosh, I love her outfit.
Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes. Yes. Hat.
Oh,
You know,
it's amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always
Please,
dressed like she's about
I know
to
it's
attend a
not here.
performance. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her
Combat.
combat abilities.
Yes.
Yay!
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
So an idol, her picking
I
through
knew the
cakes.
people would adore
He just has like a cake storage. They're normals. Very fun. That reminds me a bit of Dory, right? With their charged attack? Or just all of her attacks, right? Sitting on the slime. Charlotte taking pictures.
Whoa, that is
Wow.
so
It's also
cool.
fun. Makes sense
Oh my
though.
gosh.
Celebrity.
Oh my gosh. I like the way
And the
she kind of like bows. Very
Archon.
dramatic.
Endless
Yes.
solo of
It's like all of her
solitude.
moves are part of a performance.
Yes.
Totally.
The
Also, look
muse
at her
of
elemental
chansons
burst.
and
Her presence
Mantle.
really fills the stage.
Mandu.
Everyone else is just an extra.
Wait, so the creatures that Furina summons, they look a lot like the Fontamer aberrants that we've
Yeah.
encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them. Me too. Oh my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat. What a distinguished little
And a
gentleman.
mustache.
Correction,
guy.
here, Sarah. They're a bit
Oh?
different from Fontamer aberrants. I
Okay.
would know. To
Uh-huh.
my knowledge, these creatures are Furina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Like at a tea
Yes.
party?
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
Furina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire. And she even gave each member a name.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And-
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
Ah, there he is.
And the conferencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, okay. So when Furina said to make an appointment with Sir Intendant Cheval Moran,
Another idol.
this is who she was referring to?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly. Furina even makes him spew bubbles in her idol animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yeah,
Yes,
tell us.
you
Tell
got
us the
it.
kid.
Yay!
So, Furina is a Hydro
Hydro
Sword
sword.
user.
Okay.
She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her
Change
elemental
her
skill
Arca
invites three
alignment
members
via
of the
charged
Salon Solitaire,
attacks.
Mademoiselle Craboletta,
It's fun.
Sir Intendant Cheval
And also,
Moran,
yes, her
and
outfit did
Gentilhomme
change.
Usher to the stage.
The
I love it. It's so
undercoat.
cute.
Or
And,
coat,
you know,
mm,
these
yeah.
salon
overcoat,
members will attack nearby
and
opponents,
pants.
prioritizing
Yeah,
the target
black and white. Okay.
active character.
Neat.
Ooh. Their damage
That's fun as a
increases
visual
the more
thing.
characters there are in the party over a certain HP
HP
amount.
amount. Okay.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Furina's
The
charged
normals,
attack not only
with
deals physical
skill.
damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Yeah, getting healed right now.
Based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca alignment has an effect on her other skills as well.
Yes, sure does. Furina's elemental skill changes depending
Okay,
on
like
whether
a
she's
2-second
aligned
heal
Usia
or something
Numa.
like that.
That's
Looks like
cool. It's super
feels
cool.
decent.
After Furina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca
Mhm.
alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Yeah,
Nice.
2.5,
The
3
summons
seconds, something like
created
that.
by
Yeah.
Furina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Furina is switched out.
Yeah, of course.
Furina's elemental
Off-field
burst
support.
deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Furina will accumulate fanfare points.
Mhm.
That's my trumpet.
Yeah,
Amazing.
correct. Well, I did
So,
not win
Furina
50-50
increases
for.
the damage and the
And I wanted to
incoming
guarantee
healing
game
bonus of
Furina,
nearby
so I
party
didn't go
members
for him.
based on the amount of
We'll go for him on
fanfare she
rerun,
gets.
probably.
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Furina's character. It's very showy and
Yeah,
unpredictable.
using Horizon.
Totally. I can already see the
Some
fluctuations
healing.
in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real.
And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Furina's passive talent
Now we
can
gained that
decrease
last
the
one.
cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Okay.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even
Smack.
easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Furina's summons is on the field, Furina gains the ability to walk
any
on
summon.
water.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Yes.
Hey, I actually
Just
saw
power
that Furina's
creep.
outfit changes
Just walk
whenever
forever.
she switches between Arca
It's
lines.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
good eye.
switches
You're
outfits.
correct. It does
Yeah.
change.
Mhm.
But, you know, such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose.
Mm.
Yes, so if you want to learn more about Furina, then be sure to accompany
New
her
story
on her
quest.
story quest.
There we
the
go.
Animula
Yeah.
Karaji chapter.
I mean, good job on the rest of the
amazing.
character stories,
Okay,
but
so next
yeah.
up we have another old
Definitely
friend
gonna
to
do
introduce.
worse.
She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion,
Mhm.
Monsieur Verite. That's right.
Oh right, Charlotte
It's
was taking
Charlotte.
pictures
Yay!
of Furina,
Adorable.
right?
So cute. We've known Charlotte for a while now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Teyvat.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the
Give a
truth
little bit of
really
water.
leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley?
We never got
Though
it, bro.
She didn't end up getting the
Yeah.
meal she wanted in the end, huh?
No.
But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion.
Mhm.
They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter
He's
the
got a
subject
little
or setting,
top
her
hat and
photos
bow.
somehow
That's fun.
always
the
capture
camera.
an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontainians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute, even has its own little hat and tie.
Yeah.
I know. Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned
Chiori.
Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different
we heard that
styles
name
to
before?
match different
Maybe we
interview
have.
settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is
Aw.
pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
Yes.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged,
So the
you'll
idol
find there's
reading
always
the
a new story
newspaper.
nearby just waiting to be
Nice.
discovered. Say cheese!
Oh, her skill.
Breaking news!
Her armors look fun.
Wow.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she
Okay.
is
The
really,
animations
like,
of her using the
moving
camera to go
around.
like poof,
Yes!
boom, boom.
Honestly, it's
It's
just
fun.
what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's
and
very
it's like,
fun.
what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super
Yeah.
dynamic. It seems like
Yes.
she's always on the move.
News on the march. Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life,
Mhm.
and that includes combat.
Yeah, look
With
at
her
that.
trusty companion, Monsieur
Ooh, is that
Verite,
doing like
she
a
captures enemies
dot?
from all angles, unleashing attacks
Ah.
while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Is there getting
Honestly, I would
It's done.
expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's
So
most
does she have,
famous
like,
reporters.
cryo
Who knew
dot?
cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them
That
as a
triggers
weapon.
every once in a while?
The more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette
Yeah.
to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera.
Cryo
During this effect's
damage
duration,
at
marked opponents
intervals.
will intermittently take damage.
Press and
Holding
hold.
Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur
Seems a
Verite
little short,
is also
but
going to join in
if
and
it restores
intermittently
enough
attack
HP,
opponents during
doesn't
the
matter.
duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target.
Yeah, as
When
long as
paired
it
with
deals more
Fontaine
damage.
characters,
Yeah,
Charlotte receives a healing
that's
bonus. When paired with
Definitely
non-Fontaine characters, she receives a
interesting.
cryo damage bonus.
Gives her
Now,
some
that
utility.
is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called First Person Shutter.
Oh my gosh.
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
That's fun.
That is so cool.
Yep.
Just
That
another
is
way to take
super
pictures.
rad,
During
and,
combat as well,
I have
though.
a feeling some super cool
Yeah.
pictures are gonna come out of that.
Oh yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the Zoom Lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
Yeah, that's neat.
So, Furina and
I'll definitely
Charlotte will
help,
both be
content
featured in
creators.
version
Okay,
4.2
Furina and
event
Baiju.
Wishes.
Ooh.
In the
Definitely
first
going for
half of
Furina.
version 4.2, we'll have
Don't
event wishes
think I'll
showcasing
go for
Furina
Baiju.
and Baiju. During this
Don't think I
time,
will.
Charlotte will
He's
also
cool.
receive a huge drop
Don't
rate
think I
boost.
need him on my account.
Boost.
Huge boost.
Hmm.
A new 5-star
I think getting
sword,
like a copy of
Splendor
Charlotte would be
Tranquil
cool.
Waters, will be featured in the weapon event
Right,
banner.
Furina's sword,
And-
Sword.
which is basically a cane.
And in the second half of version
Or not
4.2,
exactly a cane,
we'll have
it's
reruns for Sino
something,
and
bruh.
Ayato.
I'm forgetting the name for it.
Okay, let's take a look at
Sino,
what other information
Yato.
we can learn from Furina's
Or
itinerary.
we have a Yato.
It looks
I'll
like
skip
she's
Sino to see who's coming out in the future.
investigating. Oh, there's even a report attached.
Tell us what it says.
I don't know who
Okay,
I want
well,
after.
It says,
I think it will just depend
strange
on
rumblings have been heard
who seems
in
cool
the
or not.
depths of Fontaine's
Ah,
waters.
there's the new boss,
dun,
all
dun.
devouring narwhal.
Oh, it's here
Yeah.
already?
Oh,
Look at that.
no.
It's cool.
Well,
Breaking out.
well, it looks like it's in a sea of pink and blue
Hmm.
stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this well.
Wait, yeah.
And tail's,
Isn't
like, all
this the whale
crystallized.
that the traveler saw in Child's
Yeah.
vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest?
Yep, it's
Yeah,
the
no,
same
lots of
one.
interesting stuff
After
going on.
ravaging its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Hmm.
Ooh,
dear.
it's real big. It feels like it might even burst straight through the screen.
Oh, I hope not. I get this feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Hmm.
Exactly.
Mechanic
In the first
boss?
phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive
Okay,
AoE attacks
seems like
from all
mechanic boss.
directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
You
Oh
know?
boy. Okay.
There's like
okay.
a status
So
building
there
up.
also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar.
Hmm,
What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The creature just freed itself from captivity.
I mean, you
and
can
is brimming
probably
with
just
anger.
DPS it down.
So if you can find a way to capitalize on that
Okay.
anger, perhaps you'll also
Break
find
that.
its weaknesses.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Wait. Is
Ah, getting sucked into the mouth.
Is it
Uh-oh.
even possible to survive something like that?
Ah,
guess here
like a
it is.
Dvalin fight.
Ooh.
This is an entirely
attacking
different
its
space,
heart?
it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a
Hmm.
massive sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these
Visitor
summon
from the
creatures also
far
look
side
very
of the Sea of
familiar.
I wonder
Stars.
what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy.
Looks like you
in
need to
space
do
will lead the key
reactions,
to
break
defeating
that
the whale.
shield.
Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh,
Maybe?
Yeah. All truths
We'll have to see.
will be revealed
Hmm.
in version 4.2.
Well
Interesting.
said.
Already looks
Oh,
pretty
man,
fun.
This boss looks really, really tough. What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Okay, this update actually helps with that.
What? What was that
Starting
health
from
just
4.2,
being
an option will appear on the
destroyed?
challenge failed screen to
Lower
lower the
difficulty.
difficulty of the boss if travelers
Hmm.
are struggling to defeat them
During the
during
main quest. Okay, that makes sense.
Hopefully, this provides a smoother
During the
gaming
main quest.
experience
Got
for
it.
travelers to enjoy.
Dang.
I
wonder if they'll
love
implement that
Now we
with,
don't need to worry
previous
about getting
bosses
stuck
that
while
they had to
trying
nerf,
advance
like
the
Child,
main story.
Red and Shogun.
Totally.
So you could play like
Hey,
against the
that was a
original
lot of
tough
information, wasn't it?
bosses.
Can we take a short
When you
little
go through
break
the story
while we have a look
instead?
at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
tough at that
let's do
point.
it.
Like Child, even if you did his original difficulty fight, you know, now it's a complete joke when you're late game. But then it was tough because you're limited amount of characters and resources, and it was like, Oh no, he does a lot of damage. And I don't do a lot of damage. Masquerade of the Guild.
Program.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Furina's itinerary. Okay, aside from investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine.
Makes sense.
Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
I certainly didn't.
Well, you know, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
The new area
Furina and
showcase.
excuses. Typical.
Retro scene
Hey,
Fabulous
it seems like the
Tower.
places Furina has chosen to visit this time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Yep, big
Ooh,
old tower.
yeah. It looks like Furina is in Aranea's forest on the east side of Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
What a cool place!
Like a
Although,
weeping willow.
It does kind of look like they could be
tree.
hiding some secrets.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Uranea. As you can see,
Yeah.
a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost
Pretty
like
nuts.
It's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away.
Yep, just walking towards it and
And
can't
take
get
a look at
closer.
this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. And what about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh, it looks all withered and
And the
spoopy.
water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah. OJ.
Exactly. It seems like Furina also realized something was off.
OJ.
Looks like she headed underwater to investigate. And what did she find? A
Contaminated
number
bacterial
of contaminated
mats.
bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, there are always new things
So,
to
more
discover beneath
activities.
Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new
What?
type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball
Ah.
octopus.
Ooh.
Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and
Okay.
contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool. In addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain objects. But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more
Rotate
about the story
around.
behind the
Yeah,
new
alright.
Aranea's Forest region,
Yeah, that's fun.
be sure to check
New
out
puzzles.
the version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of
Yeah,
Araneas.
world quests.
I'll
Oh
give you a
man, I
hint.
have so many world quests to do in
Melazines
Genshin.
involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
Melazines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Aranea's Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea. Perhaps it's also guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very next stop on Furina's itinerary. So let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in
Yeah.
Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Yes, same. Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea.
Okay.
I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to
Very
finally
looks really
demystify
fun.
all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes,
Dude,
I want
yeah,
answers.
They popped up with
I also-
environmental design
We
for
all
a
want
while now in
answers.
Genshin.
I
Popped
also
off.
heard this quest
Been very
has
good.
something to do with the primordial sea.
Hmm.
It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
Yeah.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places.
A new
where
boss.
destinies intersect.
Okay, so a new daily boss for leveling
Destinies.
characters.
In certain underwater
Or I call them
cave, a new
dailies,
life
but you
form
know,
is waking
world
up. It
boss.
has greater and more diverse powers of transformation
I
while
don't
in
know,
combat.
weekly in world.
So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes.
Looks cool.
And some places still seem to tell the stories of events
Smash.
long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned. So, in this update, travelers can also look forward to the
weapons is
climax of the Narcissan Croix adventure quest
Right.
line that was introduced over the last 2 versions.
Okay, so that's one that we can do
And
then.
There might even be an
Maybe.
unexpected surprise.
I mean, we probably
waiting
won't
at
get
the
to it.
end.
We have to get through major stuff from Sumeru still.
I can't wait to see what it is.
Same.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map, but Furina's itinerary doesn't stop there. Oh wait, it looks like she's arranged to spend some time with
Dear
her subjects.
citizens.
Furina is
Wow.
pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
Whoop, whoop. All right, the Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the rumors
get a
of
free
water imps
Furina.
near Arenius
Nice.
Island.
Ooh, another investigation.
I know.
Ah,
Bunch of
and
resources.
Furina seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look like Pear.
Actually, its name is Thelxie.
Hmm.
The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children away from the
Selkie?
shore.
Right?
As the story
Something
goes,
like that.
children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
Ooh,
Jeepers.
yeah, for real. Ugh, well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremenade to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait,
Okay.
hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremenade make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Oh, I
Pretty
love
cool.
that.
As our journey
Okay.
progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little friend with
Another
weapons and equipment.
little fun
Which brings us to
minigame.
the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And, you know, what happens
okay.
if we run into certain
I
speed
think we
bumps
did something
on our
like this
adventure?
before.
You know, like monsters, puzzles, and all that jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat
Look at him
monsters
go.
lurking around a
He's
specific
playing
domain
Dark
and obtain any
Souls.
treasures that they may be guarding. Of course, the clockwork penguin will provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge
He's a
victorious.
little companion guy.
As for the story behind these battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin,
Uh-huh.
the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Oh.
Hania, a friend we met in Sumeru,
Yeah.
has arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's
Ah,
fantastic
I got it.
fiesta.
Yeah, the little
And
like
speaking
Pokemon
of
battles,
fun,
basically.
guys,
Oh,
I
jeez.
think I recognize some familiar faces.
Yeah.
Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi
Mhm.
event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine,
The gameplay has been
has also been
optimized.
optimized. Previously, we led the Lil Fungi
Yeah,
in battle against
I remember.
Mechanici. This time, we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
Awesome. Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget
Nice.
to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah! Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Here's hoping. We actually
Yeah.
have a little note here
Again,
passing out from our
another fun
delicate
event,
friends.
another little minigame time.
Well, they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent, so
Permanent.
travelers can play at any time.
Ah, that would
The
be
team
great.
feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay, so they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event
This
while
event.
also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game. Thanks, devs.
They're finally, they're addressing it. They're going, hey,
All right.
we hear that you want
Let's
Endgame.
take a look at
Hey,
what else
we
Furina's
hear that you like what
itinerary has in
Staro's doing.
store.
We're
Oh,
looking
it's
into
the
it.
Graph adversarial
That's great. That's good.
technology experiment
That's something that a lot of
log.
people want.
I'm more than ready
I'm
to
of course
fight some
fine with it,
adversaries.
right?
Let me at
But
'em.
I've never felt like I've needed it. It's
I
just
wish I
saying,
could,
ah,
but
that's
it
cool.
doesn't
That's
actually
nice.
involve fighting.
Yeah,
A researcher
that's good.
obsessed with graph
A lot of people are
adversarial
gonna be happy with
technology
that.
has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal
Counter-criminal.
image recognition. She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples.
Sorry, I just need to stretch after the stream.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
And then yeah, I'll talk.
You can
I'll
also
talk about
exchange these
we'll
samples
go back
with
to
your
the
friends.
trailer and go over it.
You might be
talk
able
about
to
that.
find useful references for the samples that you
And
need
yeah,
to
Furina,
collect in the
very
Adventure
hyped for
Archive.
Furina.
At the end of the quest, travelers will
Wanna
receive
get her.
a special gift from Pauline.
I'm gonna do it.
Ooh.
And yes, she is
That's
first half
right.
with it.
It's the
which is-
zoom lens we mentioned.
very
during
happy about
Charlotte's
that.
Character introduction.
Oh, how fun.
So yep.
To use it,
Getting
just equip the
Furina in
camera
just
and
a
activate
few
the zoom lens in your
days, just a
inventory.
few more
The zoom
days.
lens can be attached to
Oh,
all
boy.
cameras obtained in the game up to this point.
That's
When
very
equipped
nice.
with
as
other
well.
characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you
Yeah.
switch to Charlotte and hold her elemental skill,
Then you
you'll
can.
be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while
Yeah,
fighting.
that's what I noticed
You can
before
even use
because
it
she
in
got
domains.
hit and it was like, oh,
Double
didn't
wow.
interrupt it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens
Yep.
after the
Probably
event ends.
it'll cost like 50k more or whatever.
It
but you'll
seems like
be able to get
Furina
it.
has also learned of the existence of a domain shrouded in mist.
Oh, Misty
Travelers
Dungeon.
who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party
Is that?
will be able to
No,
easily
that's a different
beat
thing.
their
Dang.
opponents.
Thought it might have been a
Less
return
experienced
of the
travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using
Is it?
trial characters and taking advantage
A
of
return
the
of
buffs
the
brought
event
about
that
by
we
the
did with
leyline
Child?
are also great ways to come out
No,
on
I
top.
don't think so.
That's right.
Maybe.
And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Ooh. Also, the Leyline
I don't think it
Overflow
is.
event will return.
I really
at the
like that
end of
child
version
combat event
4.2.
in
Now might be
in
the
Azuma a
perfect
long time
to
ago.
start building your party.
I'd like that to return. I think
Hopefully,
that's
you're all
honestly
excited
like
for the
evolving
fabulous events that version 4.2
what they did in
has
that game
store,
mode would be
but
best for
still more
some sort of end
surprises
game.
to share.
Because it already felt very similar
Yay!
to
I
Let's get into them.
what we got in
Well, before we get into them, let's take
Star
a
Rail.
quick break to have a look at the final
Right, it was like,
redemption
oh,
code for
I
today.
think that might have
See
been
you in
one
a bit.
inspired
Okay.
Simulated Universe in some way. 'Cause it feels quite similar with the challenges and buffs and stuff like that. But yeah, no. So far, so good. Again, I think the highlights for me are absolutely the teaser at the beginning and then Furina. Again, can't wait. She's going to be very good. I have a team ready, I think, mostly for her. We'll have to test it out. I also have to do just some general testing with Furina to see how some of her mechanics work. Because if they work in the best way, it's like, oh, that's interesting. That could be really good and important on certain teams and for certain people. Or it could just be okay. You know, at worst it's okay. At best it's very good.
The end. Aw, I know. So
We still have a
submitted
lot
our
of
appointment
time. We have like
request, Sir
7
Intendant
minutes
Cheval
left.
Moran.
So what's
While
going
we're
on?
waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for
Okay.
the upcoming version.
We
Let's
heard
get into it.
nothing about that
Okay.
character that we
First
saw.
up is
The new
quick
character that we
challenge
saw in the
feature for
teaser.
weekly bosses.
Again, I saw a
New
name on
players or
Twitter. I'm
players who
not
prefer
going to say
spending
it,
time
just in
exploring
case people
may
don't
get
know.
to unlock certain weekly bosses.
But
And
it's
difficult
it's
to raise new
interesting.
characters when you
Again,
can't
to me, it
access the
looked
boss
like
drops
maybe an
needed to
alternate
ascend a certain
version
character.
of
Totally
Savory
true.
or someone.
In version
I don't know.
4.2,
But we'll
travelers
have
who
to
are
see.
at adventure rank
Or it
40
could be
or
like
above will have the option
alternate
to
version
quick
of
challenge a
Senti.
weekly boss
Who
by
want?
navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the Adventure Handbook. All
Okay.
weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Yeah, you also have to send it on.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can
That's
level up
nice.
new characters.
Yeah,
and
that's very good for
skills.
new players.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG. In
Ooh.
version
Okay. I need to play
4.2,
more of that.
3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added.
Yes, they
There will
keep
also
doing
be
stuff
an
for it, and it's
Accelerate
like,
Duel
oh, man.
feature, which will provide
should.
a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff.
Oh, yeah,
After the
speeding it
version
up, yeah,
4.2
that's also
update,
very good.
Deck sharing codes will also be available.
Okay.
Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that works well.
And, since the
That's
number
gonna be
of
fun.
card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
doubled.
Double! And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Doubled again.
Double!
The
Again!
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Okay.
And in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story key privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Yeah, and all this is just good for like new and returning players for the most part, but it's still good overall for the game for these things being there.
Will no longer reappear when
Even if it
logging
doesn't
in on a different platform.
help me or
Quest
late game
optimizations
players
will
right now,
also be available in version 4.2.
but
The first one pertains to unlocking story quests.
okay.
Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after
Great.
unlocking it.
That is
Nice.
amazing.
And hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed
The
by a
main
sudden
thing about
influx of
that was
quests anymore.
in Sumeru you would
The
accept
update
it.
has also made notifications
Well, you
about
would unlock it.
prerequisite quests
It would automatically be
included,
added.
making it easier for players to proceed to certain
And then
content.
you'd be like,
That's awesome.
dude, I just want to do the main
Okay,
quest. And
great.
it's like, no, 30
and
minutes of
it
another
seems like
quest or an
that's all we
hour
have
of
for the
another quest. And it's
latest
like,
version update.
I just
I guess
want to
that
do the
means
main
it's
stuff,
time
man.
for the
I
4.2
have to
special
do it on
program to
stream.
come to a close.
Oh, I
So,
know.
yeah.
Well, there's
So I'm very
much
happy to see
exciting
them
stuff
improving
happening,
that
and,
experience
I know
quite a bit.
personally, aside from all the intrigue around
multiple
the
different,
story and characters, I'm
things.
personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy event.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera. But for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the nosines.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today
Oh,
together.
a little thing at the
And
end.
honestly,
Okay,
I'm just
we'll
really
read that then.
glad that we're gonna get to see how.
And
all
then
these
we'll go back to the
mysteries
trailer and watch
unfold.
that.
And maybe I don't know.
Check that out.
Maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2.
Uh-huh.
We'll have to see. But that's
We'll
it
have
for
to
the
see
version
if it's a
4.2
nice
special
ending.
program.
So
Thank you
far,
so
we've
much,
had pretty
everybody,
nice endings
and
for the most
see you all
part.
in game.
But Hoyo overall,
Do
they like their bittersweet or sad endings, that's for sure. Okay. Dear traveler, your audience with the god of justice, Regina of many waters, and the most popular celebrity in all Fontaine, Lady Furina, has been granted. The appointment time is November 8th, 2023. Please make sure to come on time, as Lady Furina will be awaiting your arrival. Superintendent Chivalry. I feel like I want to say superintendent, but it's Superintendent Chivalry. November 8th. I guess that's them telling us like, yeah, she's gonna show up 4 days from now. That's when you'll be able to pull for her. Okay. Yeah, no, overall, pretty darn good. Again, highlight for me, trailer, and Furina, just thumbs up. Very good character. Can't wait to go for her. Can't wait to get her, because I have a guaranteed. But yeah. Let's check out the teaser again. Right? Let's check this out. Let's go over some stuff. Okay,
With
there we go.
Superintendent Chevalmeron in advance.
Have my fingers ready.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice
Yeah.
Mechanique d'Analyse
Yep, crying alone on her throne.
Cardinal, the Hydro Archive,
Punished via
to be punished
death.
via the
Right.
death sentence.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, it looked more like she was on her, like, chair in the courtroom. And I think it's one of those things of, was she expecting this? Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll have to see. Right.
You and I both
We will.
know that
Yep.
there
Arlecchino.
may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on
Yeah, chance to escape. Something disappeared. Uh-oh, I think some people are being dissolved.
The street, who happened to be close to the water,
And that's
didn't have a
Navia,
chance
yeah.
to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
There's Furina.
Shouldn't gods be all powerful?
Shouldn't they?
Is done.
Yep.
Just trust me. You're Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to.
Two or not, and this was not. And then yeah, the outfit with what I called an undercoat, a coat, but that white, the shorts also white, and then
Or not.
see that switching up, very fun design as well. Yep. Smacking them around, some normals.
The show begins. Ah.
Reminds me of Dory a little bit. Yeah, and then that switch, and now it's black. Black. Yeah. Which, very fun. I like it quite a bit. Does it also change the,
Trust me. You're Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
Okay, no it doesn't. Okay, I was looking at her coat a little bit. It might change it up a little bit, but, yeah.
The show begins. Ah.
I think it maybe does. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it changes it on the back. That's weird. And yeah, her companions, the little guys. Look at them go. Again, very fun. Charlotte, source truth. Yep. I like how Charlotte's taking pictures of Furina in the trailer. That's very fun.
Say cheese.
Yeah. Her having that sort of like dot effect is fun. Right. Technically it's not dot, but it's... Oh yeah, here. But yeah, it's like cryo damage at intervals and stuff. Which can be useful in its own way in certain situations and all that stuff. Any water looks strange all the same. Well yeah, we wouldn't exactly be dissolved. Well, we haven't before, right? We haven't been dissolved by the seawater, just increased, what is it? Sensitivity to hydro? That's what it was? Okay, yep. Right, so she starts following Navia. It kind of looks like we're on a bridge, maybe, and the bridge collapses unexpectedly. And so Navia starts falling. Yeah, that's the transition for the camera. Yep, and Navia falling down. She's pretty surprised. She's like, what the frick? Yep, see that especially right there. Their eyes reaching out, and then it cuts to the traveler sprinting on over. Yeah, we're it looks like we're maybe in some like old ruins of some sort. Maybe a cave system. Then it's falling down. We're jumping after her, going like, oh shit. Navia, spread out your limbs, slow your fall a tiny bit. And we're diving. Yep, traveler going in. Then we get this transition. A change of the camera. Let's see. We're actually really close. Oh man. It's so close. Jeez. Fingertips. Literally. Just about to grab. Oh, looks like we missed the grab. Passes right by each other. Almost about to hit the water at me. Yep. Missed the grab. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm sure Navia will be fine, right? Because, come on, we know she's going to be a future 5-star character. And she has a Geo vision, so come on. But, Yep. Following with those speed lines. Rubro. And then yeah, cut.
The water, I mean.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesized will be fulfilled. I, Furina, will use this
Looming of justice. This trial. And that was Furina's voice earlier as well.
trial
Yeah,
to show the
this is the
world
new,
the
like,
true meaning of justice.
regular boss.
Judgment is fair and just. What is the meaning? And you would call
I've never been as superficial.
Right, you have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be. That's Nouvellette.
As you have presented yourself to be.
No more
No more
excuses.
excuses.
Then why should we acknowledge it?
for so long?
Deceive us. Oh, and then, yeah, the guillotine. Right. The guillotine being prepped. The sentence. Yeah. Where is that location? Or at least it looks like a guillotine or something just like coming down. Maybe it could be at the tower we're going to? Applaud and rejoice.
Applaud and rejoice.
Yeah.
Just a moment. This isn't.
That has the white undercoat here when she's sitting like this. And that kind of looks like a wheel or a cog going around, right? Because we're getting... I think here... No, that's also... Yeah, that's also white. Okay.
Just a moment. This isn't right.
Yeah, we're watching from the audience. Something here? Oh. Uh-oh. Falling down. Looks like just something's falling apart. Trial of the Hydro Archon Fossilers will now begin. Remember now, this trial is... And he's watching like, oh shit. He seems shocked here.
Seem to remember.
And I think that's Nouvellette. I seem to remember now. Yep. The hat falling down.
I now understand the true purpose
Yep,
behind this
Nouvellette.
position.
And then this looks like... Yeah, this is the courtroom. Because we have the scales back there, right? Yeah. So yeah, it looks like the whale. Or no, this is child, right? Or it's a... Okay, that's a scene transition. So we're in the court, have the scales, instantly transition to a different scene. I'm trying to recognize that architecture. Is that the architecture of the court? Or is that a different location? That's something launching up. And kind of looks like maybe Child. It looked like Child was fighting the whale, so it could also be Nouvellette maybe. But with the darker colors, I'm thinking Abyss. Okay, going just up and... Oh, that looks like Child. I'm seeing feet. That's not a whale. Or is that Nouvellette? No, this is Nouvellette. Dang it. Right, if I just wait a little bit. Yeah, so Nouvellette going just straight up. Right, and here's the whale. Which... This looks like it's coming out of the... portal in the courtroom, right? Yeah. Yes. Okay. This trial is... Something's wrong. Nouvellette goes up. Whale comes out in the courtroom. Probably all the civilians evacuate. We're probably just going like, what the heck do we do? How do we help out here? Yep.
You are
and that's New Millet still. And then, yeah, here's Child fighting the whale. And he's using Foul Legacy. Don't know we've given his Hydro Vision back, but seems to be using Electro. The Delusion, right? Kind of just like goes into it here. Maybe he's hitting it the back there. And we had this shot, right? Is he crying? I mean, from the rain. A devious one. Ooh, here's a cool shot. So that's probably a continuation of what we saw with Child beforehand, right? Yeah. Now, is he attacking the whale? Is he in control of the whale? Or is the whale in control of him? Or the narwhal, right, technically? Because he's running up it. He's slashing at something. But I can't tell if he's slashing at the whale. It does look like he's hitting the whale. So yeah, I think he is attacking it. Not sure how much it's doing, but... Yeah. Coming out there. Okay. Sorry if this is boring to anyone. I'm just having fun trying to dissect what I can from this and just seeing all the work they put in. And then, yep, slashes down again, but we don't see the end of that slash. Then, yep, Nicolette using his big powers. Everyone's dead. Ew.
What should I do?
That's Navia's voice. She's probably talking about Poisson, right? What do I think is going to happen? I heard a theory a while ago. So what I think is probably going to happen, just kind of based off of some of the inklings from that, is I do think the disaster will affect Fontaine. And I do actually think that most, if not all, the people will be dissolved into the sea. But I do think there will be a way to reverse it. Right? Because obviously we still have to have the nation and NPCs to talk to and all this different stuff. So it's like, I think it will happen, but then we'll be like, ah, shit, we need to make sure we can bring everyone back, will be the sort of objective once it happens. And I think we'll succeed at that. And yeah, whale boss fight. Yep.
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
And then this voice, who I think this is the voice of the new character we see here. Yeah. Which again, this design, I was like, kind of a butterfly design. I mean, obviously recently we got Jing Liu, who looks pretty similar, but I can't help but be like, maybe butterfly, maybe a Sele design, but the hair is white. I don't know. I'm sure there's someone in Impact 3rd who she looks quite a bit like. So I know there was a new character in Impact 3rd who I'm not like a playable character, but a story character right now, who kind of looks similar to her. Not pointed ears, so not Alice. Again, I've seen the name on Twitter of what people think, or I don't know if it's confirmed if she is, but yeah, very interesting. Trying to think of an Impact 3rd character who matches up well. It's like maybe Fuha. Fuha has a few forms who are interesting. That would make sense for like martial prowess and teaching child and stuff, but I don't know. I'm sort of stumped here at the moment. Maybe it will become more obvious in the future. But yeah, she has a cool design though. Look at that. Color scheme, the red eyes, white hair, butterfly, sort of, kind of. I think she would be like Bronya. Yeah, I still think that probably the Cryo Archon will be Bronya. And then we've already had confirmation of at least a previous Pyro Archon being Himiko. So I'm hoping Pyro Archon is Himiko, because that would be very cool. I definitely want to get Himiko in Genshin.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalette.
Yeah, I think that's this character.
You've enjoyed the part you played these 500
Unless this is like Fuslore's, like the previous Hydra Archon, right? And not Furina. But yeah, very interesting. Such an interesting trailer to like pick apart, and overall, like, man, there's so much going on in Genshin, dude. Like, I need to catch up in all the Hoyo games, but geez, I'm right now. I'm currently most excited for Genshin's next patch, right? 4.2. Star Rail, I need to catch up a lot on. Impact-3, oh boy, Impact-3 I love. I do intend to catch up at some point, but it is also just like I need to mentally prepare, because I know Impact-3, they're it feels like their objective most of the time is to make you cry, which is good and bad. But I just need to be prepared for like, oh yeah, if I'm doing a lot of it in a week, I'll probably just be crying like almost every stream. But anyway, though, thank you guys for coming on by. I think I'll end it there since we've gone over the whole stream and we've checked out the trailer again and gone over that. So yeah, I'm gonna say thank you guys. I know that took a little while at the end for me to go through, but hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys win all your polls on 50/50s and whatever else in the gacha games you guys play. And I hope you guys have a great day, night, and whatever time it is for you. See you guys next time. Bye bye. Love you all. See ya.